All right, folks, let's go ahead and do this first problem, number 95, which is a review of last chapter, right? So this is you're gonna solve a system of equation, right? So on letter A, looks like it's ready to go. Give me a second here. My computer is acting a little slow today. So letter A looks like it's ready to go. If you're looking at yours, the 2x and the 3 - 3x is fine, but they're not the same yet. So you have to turn them up into the same number, and then you got them, and then they are they are negative positive, so they're okay. But I think a better bet would be the y's if we can turn those into opposites. So I'm just going to multiply. Let's go with the bottom equation by -1. And that's going to make my top equation, you're going to leave it alone. So that's going to leave my top equation as, I'm going to write it down here, 2x plus 3y equals 9. And my bottom equation is now going to be 3x minus 3y equals 6. And from there, I can add it. And these are going to cancel out, which is what I want. And I will have 5x equals 15. And divided by 5 gives you x equals 3. Okay? So that's my first answer. Remember, you need two answers, so x is equal to 3. Now I need to pick one of my equations. I'm going to pick the top equation, and I'm going to utilize that as the equation to help me get my y. So the top equation, I'm going to rewrite that. I'm going to write it down here as 2x, but instead of x, I'm going to write down what I just found out, which is 3. So 2x, I'm going to copy it, plus 3y equals 9. That's my top equation right there. Okay? And I'm going to do the work. So that makes 6 plus 3y equals 9. Subtract the 6. You get 3y equals 3 divided by 3. And I get y equals 1. So now I know that that's my solution and I've completed it. All right, looking at D. So there's no opposites and there's nothing that's already almost set up. So I think I'm going to just go ahead and multiply that bottom equation by -2 because that will give me -10. Okay. So by doing that, the top equation stays the same. So I'm going to copy it down. My bottom equation is now going to be -2 times 7 is -14x. -2 times 5 is going to give me -10y. And -2 times -3 is going to give me 6. So if I add those, I will be able to cancel out my y's. And I will have -5x equals 20. Divided by x, or excuse me, divided by -5 to solve for my x. And I will get x equals 4, -4. Okay, so my answer right there, -4. Okay. Now, again, in order to solve for my y, I need to use one of my equations. I'm going to use, again, let's go with the bottom equation this time, right? I'm going to use the bottom equation. So I'm going to use that bottom equation. I'm going to put it right here. So bottom equation is 7x. I'm copying it from up here. 7x. But remember, instead of x, I'm going to write in what I just found, which is -4. So 7 times -4 plus 5y equals -3. Okay, I'm going to do the math now. 7 times -4 is -28 plus 5y equals -3. So I'm going to add 28 to both sides. It's going to cancel. I'm going to have 5y equals 25. And I'm going to divide it by 5. And that's going to give me y is equal to 5. Okay, so my answer for the number for letter D is -4 and 5. All right.